Welcome to Tamsyfae's realm. My name is Nightbot. Tamsyfae will be arriving soon, but in the meantime I would like to introduce you to myself and to the channel. I will be your bot host in the chat. I maintain the list and provide other information. I will be arriving in the chat soon. If you have any questions that I am not programmed to answer, please ask Moonbeam or other moderators. Please don't join until the 55-minute mark, for example 6:55. I cannot add you to the list until this time. Tamsyfae does not do political, specific timing, medical, fertility, or legal questions that require a qualified professional. Tamsy only provides spiritual guidance. Now please have a seat, relax, and I will tell you about Tamsyfae's stream. How do you join the list? To join the list, type !join followed by your question. Please provide a question when you join, otherwise I will not be able to add you. If there is space in our free list you will be added when you join, if there is no space you will be seated in the lounge. When spots become available, people are randomly chosen from the lounge and placed on the free list. In other words, the lounge is a waiting list. Being placed in the lounge does not guarantee you will have a reading. Thank you for understanding. To check your position, type !position and you will either be given your position in the free list, told you are still in the lounge, or that you are not in either. Your position number will change, normally decreasing as Tamsy does her readings. However, your position may increase if there is a donation or someone requests a theme reading, as theme readings get advanced to the front of the free list. If you would like to leave the free list, please type !leave. If you miss your reading on the stream, type !timestamp or !timestamps to find out when your reading took place in the stream. You may skip the free list with a super chat or PayPal donation of a minimum of $3 plus Canadian. To keep things fair, Tamsy may limit how many times someone can use a super chat in a stream, but you are always welcome to book a private reading with Tamsy. You can book a private reading by email or through Tamsy's website. You can find the links on her about page or in the chat. While you are waiting for your reading, make yourself comfy and ask me, Nightbot, questions. Here is how to ask me questions. !magical, see how magical you are. !8 ball, for the magic 8 ball answer. !oracle for an oracle message. !fortune, to get a fortune. !horoscope, for today's horoscope. !card to draw a tarot card and get info about its meaning. !list to see who is on the free list and who is in the lounge. !position to get your current position. I will occasionally provide information about other services available in the chat. Tamsyfae is an intuitive mystic energy reader. Enjoy her fairy moon readings and more. Tamsy uses tarot cards to pick up your energy or the energies around your situation and connect with the spirits, fae, and the universe to bring out profound inner truths we dare not tell ourselves with love, kindness, and humor. The cards may bring up deep hidden emotions. Readings are never 100% accurate, and roles may be reversed. Take what is yours and leave the rest. Some energies or emotions may take time to settle. And here are some photos of Ms. Beastie, Mr. Lucky Pug, and Miss Floppy. Tamsy should be arriving soon. Welcome to Tamsyfae's realm. My name is Nightbot. Tamsyfae will be arriving soon, but in the meantime I would like to introduce you to myself and to the channel. I will be your bot host in the chat. I maintain the list and provide other information. I will be arriving in the chat soon. If you have any questions that I am not programmed to answer, please ask Moonbeam or other moderators. Please don't join until the 55-minute mark, for example 6:55. I cannot add you to the list until this time. Tamsyfae does not do political, specific timing, medical, fertility, or legal questions that require a qualified professional. Tamsy only provides spiritual guidance. Now please have a seat, relax, and I will tell you about Tamsyfae's stream. How do you join the list? To join the list, type !join followed by your question. Please provide a question when you join, otherwise I will not be able to add you. If there is space in our free list you will be added when you join, if there is no space you will be seated in the lounge. When spots become available, people are randomly chosen from the lounge and placed on the free list. In other words, the lounge is a waiting list. Being placed in the lounge does not guarantee you will have a reading. Thank you for understanding. To check your position, type !position and you will either be given your position in the free list, told you are still in the lounge, or that you are not in either. Your position number will change, normally decreasing as Tamsy does her readings. However, your position may increase if there is a donation or someone requests a theme reading, as theme readings get advanced to the front of the free list. If you would like to leave the free list, please type !leave. If you miss your reading on the stream, type !timestamp or !timestamps to find out when your reading took place in the stream. You may skip the free list with a super chat or PayPal donation of a minimum of $3 plus Canadian. To keep things fair, Tamsy may limit how many times someone can use a super chat in a stream, but you are always welcome to book a private reading with Tamsy. You can book a private reading by email or through Tamsy's website. You can find the links on her about page or in the chat. While you are waiting for your reading, make yourself comfy and ask me, Nightbot, questions. Here is how to ask me questions. !magical, see how magical you are. !8ball, for the magic 8-ball answer. !oracle for an oracle message. !fortune, to get a fortune. !horoscope, for today's horoscope. !card to draw a tarot card and get info about its meaning. !list to see who is on the free list and who is in the lounge. !position to get your current position. I will occasionally provide information about other services available in the chat. Tamsyfae is an intuitive mystic energy reader. Enjoy her fairy moon readings and more. Tamsy uses tarot cards to pick up your energy or the energies around your situation and connect with the spirits, fae, and the universe to bring out profound inner truths we dare not tell ourselves with love, kindness, and humor. The cards may bring up deep hidden emotions. Readings are never 100% accurate, and roles may be reversed. Take what is yours and leave the rest. Some energies or emotions may take time to settle. And here are some photos of Ms. Beastie, Mr. Lucky Pug, and Miss Floppy. Tamsy should be arriving soon.
Hi everyone, welcome. How's it going? Hi Teresa, welcome. Hi Cat Goddess. Hi Cat. Hello everyone, welcome. Hi Mystical. Hi Phasma. I feel like I say that wrong. I'm sorry. Phasma, right? I don't know. I'm still saying that wrong. Oh my gosh, I have to learn everybody's names. CC Bear. Hello everyone. Hi Nadia. Hello, welcome. Hi, Tiger. Hi, Leonie. Haven't seen you in a while. Welcome. How's everyone doing? Hi, Nail. Hello. Hi, Philia. Hello, everyone. Welcome. Hi, Harper. Hi. Hi, Cute. I feel like I know your name, but I forget. It's hard to tell what the how they put the names now instead of like the thingy. You know what I mean, right? Hopefully. Hi, Matthew. How's it going? Hello, everyone. Hi, Firebird. Hi, Harper. Hi, Koala. Welcome, everyone. Hi, Dr. Fizza. Hi, Koala. Hello. Hi, Jenna. Welcome back. Hello, everyone. Hi, Hudson. How's it going? Tonight is past lives readings. You can ask any questions you want, but the theme tonight is past lives. So theme nights go above other free questions, and donations go above theme readings. I hope you all had a great day today. So if anyone's new here, it's explanation mark you join with no spaces in between, followed by your question. If you want a theme reading, you can write theme or past life. The past life is just to see what types of things that you may have had in a past life that is affecting your life now. Hi, Butterfly. Welcome. Hi, love. Hello, everyone. I have a legal disclaimer in my description if you want to check that out. I'll switch the screen so we get started. Butterfly. Let's see for Butterfly. Theme reading. Which past life is impact my current one? Yes. Any spirit guides, ancestors, angels, or fae that want to come and give Butterfly a message. Which past life is affecting Butterfly now? I'm doing things a little different for this theme. This is what came out. You have the Four of Swords, the Four of Pentacles, the Five of Wands, and the Ten of Pentacles. So I feel like your energy was very grounded in your past life overall, right? The Four of Pentacles, you were able to have this sense of stability and growth and that sort of thing. Maybe you're able to save money, right? You had the Ten of Pentacles, so I feel like in your past life, you were well off, right? Or you felt like you were. Because I feel like with the Four of Swords too, that even though things were well materialistic wise, you still struggled with taking time for your rest or clearing things up with in your mind and in your soul what could have been bothering you there. You had the Five of Wands. So there may have been a time where there was conflicts and tension and stuff like that going on. So what lessons you have learned from that is you've learned that your soul requires stillness and a sanctuary to recover from noise of the world, right? I feel like the noise would probably be from this Five of Wands. And it says you also learned that conflict for conflict's sake is a waste of your energy. So focus your life on your fire, right? And your fire would, you don't have any fire here, but your fire is probably what's trying to come through in this life since you didn't have much of it back then. You also learned holding to tightly blocks. The flow of security is intended and not external. So I feel that for you, just being able to be content with what you have and learning from the things that didn't go as perfectly as planned, right? I learned your true legacy is your wisdom you passed down, not just a property. So you learned that, family and friends, the things that you do, brings you more sense of prosperity than materialistic things or knowing how many properties you own and that sort of thing. That's what I got. That makes sense? I'm glad that made sense. It's supposed to make sense, hopefully. That is my goal. For mystical. Being read for mystical. Oh my goodness. Mystical wants to know what her past life was like 400 years ago. Oh my goodness. Let's see. Is there any spirit guides, ancestors, angels, or fae that want to come and give Mystical a message? What was Mystical's past life like 400 years ago? 400 years ago, what was Mystical's life like? You got the Judgment, the Three of Pentacles, the Hermit, and the Four of Cups. So I feel like 400 years ago you may have spent more of your time in by yourself. So I don't know if it was you chose to spend more time by yourself or spend more time trying to distance yourself from others. I feel like there was a time where you felt judged in some sort of way or other. For the Judgment and Light too, I feel like there's a sense that you tried your best to follow your heart and do the things your heart truly wanted you to do. I feel like there was some tension with that. You have the Three of Pentacles here. So I feel like you did also have to come out of your shell a little bit and try to work well with others, collaborate with other people that were around you during that time. But yeah, the Hermit, I feel like you spent, or you prefer to spend time in solitude, or just being able to self reflect with your thoughts and do your own thing, kind of thing. The Four of Cups is in the light too, so I feel like you spent a lot of time thinking and probably doing a lot of things for other people rather than yourself. So I feel like your alone time was focused more on your own self, your own energy. The lessons that you learned was to forgive yourself and others, and the past no longer defines who you are now. I feel like that also comes with lessons of great works are never done alone. Collaborate, skill, and divine. So you did learn to work with other people, even though during that time you may have preferred to be by yourself. Looking inward is a good, but don't become so self absorbed that you miss the gifts of offerings, right? You learn not to be alone so much. And maybe now you seek more attention from others than you did then, or you've learned a lot about people and connections since then. You must be willing to stand alone in your own truth to find the light within. I feel like that is what you did or worked on in that past life. But that is what I got. Thank you so much for your, for your donation. You want a theme reading? Thank you for Castor. Is that how you say your name? Thank you so much for your donation. Theme reading for Castor. Is there any spirit guide, ancestors, or fae that want to come and tell them what they were What past lessons did they learn that's valid now? How is their past affecting their now? You got the Chariot, the Eight of Wands, the Ace of Wands, and the Seven of Pentacles. I feel like you had a little bit of a fiery energy in that past life that's coming through now. I feel that for you. The Ace of Wands, always having that spark of adventure, always looking for the new possibility, the new thing that's going to take you to the next level or whatever that was for you then, right? I can feel that. The Eight of Wands, too, always trying to learn something, always paying attention to the little details of things. I feel like in this past life you're very curious and wanting to explore more of yourself and what was going on with that. You have the Chariot, so I feel like you had this drive to keep on going. Maybe you were one of those that were thinking outside the box kind of thing and like helping to progress moving forward, like inventing new things. They're trying to make things easier for others, that sort of thing. You have this Seven of Pentacles and the Light. So I feel like you're constantly evaluating things and see how you can make it grow or make it better or make it stronger or work better, whatever that was for you. So I feel like the lessons that you learned during that time, I feel like you were like the test of experience, like just testing things out and pushing yourself a little further. So maybe you were some sort of warrior or traveler. I can feel that for you. But the lessons learned is self mastery is the only way to sort through the opinions or the opposing forces of life. And this one, um, lessons learned is alignment allows for speed when the soul is ready to change. Change happens instantly for you. Maybe it did, maybe it still does. I don't know, but you probably still have that fire in you somewhere. As in, I feel like a life is short, right? So I feel like you learned that taking initiative is a gift. When the spark strikes, you must go without hesitation. And then for the Seven of Pentacles, your lessons learned were patience and assessment are valid for growth and labor itself. So that is what I got. You're welcome. Thank you. Matthew. Theme reading, past life reading from Matthew. Is there any spirit guides, ancestors, or fae that want to come and give Matthew a past life reading? These want to come through. Well, who is Matthew in a past life? Ooh, the Ace of Cups. I feel like you were a charmer even back then, not just now. It's carried through, right? Wearing your heart on your sleeve, being open to love and romance and the charm of it all, right? I can feel that for you. The Six of Cups, I feel like in your past life you probably had like a lot of kids. um, or were around a lot of children, maybe even a teacher, right? I can feel you being a teacher with the Four of Wands here, being very practical, looking for that sense of stability and growth, and wanting to share your knowledge. You have the Four of Wands too, so I feel like there was like every day was like a celebration for you. I feel the sense that you were optimistic about the future and home was important for you. Your commitments and your loved ones were important for you. I feel like there was a lot of love, a lot of happiness during this time in your life. The lessons that you learned is love is infinite resources. The more you allow it to flow, the more you have. Then for the Six of Cups, your lessons learned where the past is the foundation. You must eventually grow beyond nostalgia to the present. So maybe now you've learned that you can let go of the past to look forward to the future. Holding too tightly blocks the flow of security and internal is not external. So holding on to materialistic things doesn't validate who you were in the past kind of thing. And then for the Four of Wands and the Light, not sure if I did this one or not, but I know I did. Freedom is the best enjoyed when shared with others, or the foundation of community, right? I feel like you had a very strong bond with your family and community and the people that you attracted around you during that life. And I feel like that is carrying you on now. Maybe a little bit too much with wearing your heart on your sleeve, but, you know, maybe still some lessons yet to learn. The cusp is when you're born, like, really close to the next sun sign. Like, I'm a Taurus Gemini cusp because my birthday is right between Taurus and Gemini. So if you're like 3 days before the next sign or 3 days after the beginning of your sun sign, then you're considered like a cusp. So you can have the personality of both signs. That's what a cusp is. A lot of people don't believe in cusps, but I really do because I am one. And, you know, some days I'm more Taurus, other days I'm more Gemini. I kind of flow in between. You're a Virgo Libra cusp? Yeah. I really find like all your zodiac signs really show what your personality is. I find learning everybody's zodiac signs really helps give a more personal reading, knowing who that some of those characteristics is. Like no one's a perfect Taurus or a perfect Libra because we've all experienced things and we've all done things differently than other people, but it's a good start of knowing it. Yeah, I feel like whoever, the Egyptians or whoever invented zodiac signs, they were like the geniuses of life, right? I feel like they were so smart. They don't get enough appreciation, I find. For Tammy, sorry, Tammy, thank you so much for your donation. I got carried away. I love talking about astrology and zodiac signs. I could talk about that all day. For Tammy, G is asked to work 6 to 7 days instead of 5 days, which would be better, asking for her days off or asking for more money. Let's see. G is asked to work 6 to 7 days instead of 5 days. Which would be better, asking for her days off or asking for more money? Well, if she's asked to work 6 or 7 days instead of 5, she would be making more money, right? And if she asked for more days off, she would still have the 5 days, right? So nothing would change. No? Just trying to figure out what exactly the question is. So, gotcha. Let's see what the cards have to say. For Tammy, is there any spirit guides, ancestors, angels, or fae? Should G be asking for more days off in the week? Should G be asking for more days off in the week? Is there any spirit guides, ancestors, angels, or fae? Would G be asking for more? Should G be asking for more days off? Or any spirit guides, ancestors, angels, or fae? Should G be asking for more days off? Should G be asking for more money? Is there any spirit guides, ancestors, angels, or fae? Should G be asking for more money? For the asking for more days off, I mean, they're both the yes cards, the Sun and the Wheel of Fortune. The Sun is in the dark, though, so it's not necessarily a strong yes. The Wheel of Fortune is also in the dark, so it's like maybe a bit of a rocky thing. Not hourly pay. Okay, gotcha. Yeah. But usually more days still usually means more money, but I don't know. Could be wrong on that one. So this is not a strong yes. It's a possibility, you know, luck, positive energy and luck may not be on our side with that, you know? For asking for more money, I feel like that is something she would need to think about, or whoever she's asking would need to think about it. But it does seem to be a positive thing. It seems more positive asking for more money than more days off, right? Yeah, I don't know. What would be the outcome of G asking for more money? What would be the outcome of G asking for more money? The Seven of Wands. You know, there may be competition there, you know? It's a hard thing, yeah. The Three of Wands. I feel like there's something that she could work well with others, you know, trying to expand what their future is or what her end goal is. Um, what kind of thing that she wants, how she wants to move up in the job that she has, I guess. But yeah, there would be competition with that. She would have to really stand her ground, set her boundaries, and be confident enough in herself that she could fight this battle. You know, that's what I got though. Did I get some new trailer rental car? Huh? I don't know, Bernard. Cat Goddess! Theme reading for Cat Goddess! Past life! Let's see for Cat Goddess. Is there any spirits, spirit guides, ancestors, angels, or fae that want to come and give Cat Goddess a message about their past life? There we go. Got the energy. Wheel of Fortune. Ooh, you were pretty lucky back then. Luck timing was in your favor. The Queen of Cups. I could see that for you. Having this sense of royalty, perhaps, in that past life. The Ace of Pentacles. I feel like you were really good at being like resourceful, had a good sense of security and stability in your past life here. I feel like you're really good with overcoming obstacles and challenges that came your way. I just feel like it just came like a sixth sense for you or something. The Wheel of Fortune, you know, luck, timing, destiny was on your side. It was just the right time period for you at that time to have that success. The Queen of Cups, you really learned about yourself, learning how to trust your inner truth, your inner wisdom, knowing how to balance everything else that you have going on. You could have been like a psychic back then as well. Seven of Cups, you may have options, maybe the too many options, and it made you feeling indecisive a lot of times and not knowing which one to pick moving forward or which decisions are best for you either. I feel like you did a lot of contemplating instead of a lot of doing, perhaps, but let's see what lessons you learned from that life. You may have had a life of unexpected inheritance, so maybe that's where the money came from as well for this. So that might have been nice, right? You learned that true prosperity begins with a readiness to receive and ground the idea, right? Just because you got a big inheritance and you had all these opportunities doesn't mean you knew what to do with it all that time, you know? Maybe it was inheritance that you got but didn't really need. Yeah, so I feel like you also had some dramatic ups and downs, right? With the Wheel of Fortune does come with that. You may have had like maybe you were not well off, but you ended your life by being well off, or the other way around. Um, it says change is only constant state of essential regardless of the external cycle. So there you go. And then you have the other lessons you learned was you must maintain emotional boundaries so you don't um drown in the feelings of the world. That could have been hard for you as well, especially if you were psychic and absorbing everybody else's emotions. Having many choices is a test of character. Discernment is the key to progress now. I feel like you learned more wisely about making choices and how you deal with that sort of thing. That's what I got. Pure heart. General reading for pure heart. Yes. Is there any spirit guides, ancestors, angels, or fae that want to come and give pure heart a message? Is there any spirit guides, ancestors, angels, or fae that want to come and give pure heart a message? Ooh, the Six of Wands, the Five of Pentacles. All right. So for the Six of Wands, I feel like you are this badass being, right? I don't know if you see it that way, but I feel this sense of success coming your way. Maybe you've had success already, but I just feel this sense of you just moving forward, getting that recognition, getting the praise, or just people appreciating you a little bit more, maybe just someone in particular. You do have the Five of Pentacles on the light, so I feel like there are some challenges that you're facing or struggles. I don't know if it's with work or finances or what that is for you, but I feel like it's kind of important to focus on your balance of things. I know things can feel overwhelming and stressful, but it's kind of like trying to organize what is priority, what is not, how to multitask. Multitask is a hard thing, right? It's kind of like just figuring out what's most important and what's not. It's kind of like riding the waves here. The Queen of Wands, I feel like it's a matter of you feeling positive about yourself and about the situation that you're dealing with right now, um, with how you want it to progress moving forward. Because I feel like with the Queen of Wands too, it's not just a matter of um being assertive and fearless, but I think it's also about how matter of how resilient, how strong you are to keep going despite the challenges that you're facing, right? Listening to your own inner wisdom and your own inner voice and trusting your instincts with tackling what it is that you're going for. Because I feel like your heart and your soul is in the right place here. What is the best advice for a pure heart to move forward through their challenges with the Five of Pentacles? Yeah, the King of Pentacles. I don't know if there's some uncertainty with your boss or whoever this person is for you with the King of Pentacles here, because I feel like they're a butt cheek, you know? I don't know if they're just discouraging you or feeling like they're overly controlling or you feel like they're playing all the cards and you're not having the upper hand, but I feel like you do, right? Because you have the Ace of Pentacles here. So I feel like you can take an initiative in either a new opportunity, a new project, or a new thing that will help you see some growth or see some benefits of that. And I feel like you will get appreciated for it too, because you're just celebrating here of appreciation. Um, yeah, I feel like it's kind of like boosting your ego a little bit and listening to what your inner self is telling you. Whatever your intuition is telling you here, you are right. You know, listen to that. That's what I got. Cath, the general for the week of February 1st to the 8th. Let's see for Cath. Is there any spirit guides, ancestors, angels, or fae that want to come and give Cath a message? What does Cath need to know for the week of February 1st to the 8th? The hand? Oh, yeah. It reminds me of Wednesday's hand. Uncle Fester. I always forget the names of the characters of every TV show. It is, yeah. And you know, like, my mom used to always say to tie a string around her finger so he wouldn't forget. So that's why I tied a ribbon to his finger. I don't know what I'm supposed to remember, but I thought it needed a ribbon on his finger for that reason. For Cav, let's see. What does Cav need to know for the week of the 1st to the 8th? I can't believe February's here already. Like, I don't know. Valentine's, right? I feel like we're going to have to do a lot of love readings in February, right? Love and romance is just going to be in the air. maybe doing some spirit animal readings because all the animals are coming out and waking up and doing its thing. For the Empress is in the dark. So I don't know why I took out so many cards, but a lot of energy was coming through. So this is what happened. For the Empress, I feel like it's a matter of you finding out where to get grounded, how to connect with yourself again, how to trust yourself again. Because I feel like there's this energy of you wanting to be more empowering and more growth within yourself moving forward. For the Five of Wands in the dark, I feel like there's this energy that you've already overcome so many challenges already. You've already, fought off all the people with that has the negativity and all that sort of fun stuff, right? Whatever's going on with there, I feel like you don't need to compete with them anymore, or prove your worth towards them anymore. I feel like you know where you stand, or you will be really soon. You have the Six of Pentacles on the dark. So I feel like it's time for you to focus on yourself rather than what other people are doing or saying or whatever that is for you. It's kind of like letting that go. You have the Eight of Pentacles here. So I do feel like there's some growth. I feel like there's not just growth, but I feel like there's this boost of like creativity and inspiration and that sort of stuff coming out as well. The Eight of Pentacles, I feel like you're not just like developing your skills or perfecting your craft or whatever that is. I feel like it's a matter of you focusing more on your dedication to your things that you have going on, feeling more connected, more um consistent in your work and that sort of thing. I feel like that's going to pay off with you moving forward. You have the Ten of Cups, so I feel like you're going to have that sense of fulfillment and harmony, maybe some long-term success. I don't know if this is a matter of you getting a new job or what that is for you. People may have their opinions. People always have their opinions with the Justice card here in the dark. I feel like it's just whatever you're doing, making sure that if it's like something you're starting for yourself, that you do know all the legal sides of it, all the paperwork that may come with it, making sure you cross all your T's and Y's, and I'm not sure how that saying goes, but you know what I mean. Just keep going, believe in yourself. Not quite sure if this is what's happening between the first and the eighth, but it's a really strong energy wanting to come through. I feel like it's just a matter of you focusing on yourself. Never mind what other people say or do. You do you, right? Because I feel like you're doing well doing yourself. That is what I got. Dr. Fizza, the next 3 days. What's coming in love for Dr. Fizza in the next 3 days? Great spirit guides, ancestors, angels, or fae that want to come and give Dr. Fizza a message. Ooh, let's see. You have the Ace of Pentacles in the dark. Oh man, I feel like there may be like, I don't know if you feel like there's some obstacles to overcome or just things moving too slowly. I feel like there's some sort of delay or just feeling impatient about something, wanting something to come a little faster because I feel like this hanging around is just getting old. Not quite sure what that means for you. But you have the Four of Swords, so I feel like it's time for you to just take a rest or just take a step back and catch up on what you need to catch up on, rather than sitting around waiting for the next thing, if that makes any sense. Not quite sure what's coming on with that with love, because I feel like it's just a matter of moving forward, taking some time for yourself. Because I feel like there's an energy that's just not settling well, right? The Tower's in the dark, so I feel like it's kind of like you being prepared for the unexpected when there's no unexpected or no chaotic energy that's happening. The Seven of Pentacles is in the light too, so it's kind of like, I don't know, it's kind of like taking that step back to like figure out what's going on in your energy and what energy you're trying to attract towards yourself in love. Is there actually love coming towards Dr. Fizza in the next 3 days? Is there a lover coming towards Dr. Fizza in the next 3 days? The High Priestess, she's in the dark, so I feel like it's not a high possibility. I feel like it's more about you listening to your inner self. Yeah, the Two of Cups is in the dark. I feel like you're going to be spending some time thinking or recovering from something, because I feel like there's no love coming towards you in the next 3 days. Not a strong one, anyways. I feel like it may be an imbalance or miscommunication between you and somebody, though, with the Two of Cups there being in the dark. You're welcome, Dr. Fizza. Zanab, will my connection with Gerard improve and get better during this year? And be able to meet, and if so, when you see this happening? Let's see for Zanab. Is there any spirit guides, ancestors, angels, or fae that want to come and give Zanab a message? Are there any spirit guides, ancestors, angels, or fae who wants to come and give Zanab a message? For Gerard, will things improve between Zanab and Gerard during this year? I feel like yes, things will improve. You have the Ace of Cups and the Lovers. Things will improve between the two of you. I feel like they're going to figure out where you fit in their lives with the Hierophant here. There is a Five of Cups, though, so I'm not quite sure what the conflict may be between you and Gerard, or Gerard and someone else. Because I feel like there's some, I don't, not a broken heart, but just kind of like repressed feelings and things that are just hard to make sense of is coming through. But you have the Two of Wands, so I feel like you're going to be able to see what their future looks like between you and Gerard moving forward. I feel like it will take some time, but it'll be some point this year that you'll see where you stand and how things are going to be progressing. Yeah, the Two of Swords, you may have a very difficult decision to make with that as well, and trying to figure out the legal aspects of everything, it seems. With the Justice card in the dark, I don't know if there's going to be some legal issues with any of that or not. But I also feel like there's this energy of, like, it's just challenging, just a challenging situation. Not quite sure what exactly it is. Oh, maybe with his marriage. Yeah, because I feel like there's going to be a difficult decision here. So it could be with his marriage. I'm not sure if that's falling apart, or I'm not quite sure exactly what it is. But it just seems to be something that will be coming up in the energy between you guys. What else does the Nab need to know about this? What else does the Nab need to know about this? The Knight of Swords. Whatever it is, I feel like Jiraiya's gonna take care of it. I feel like he is gonna take action. Does seem to be a lot of love between the two of you this year. So yeah, that's what I got. There's something here that's going to be worked out, but it will give you a sense of clarity about what the future is going to hold. You know, that's what I got. Harper! Will the beef between Biggie and Batty Zeus Network and Big Lax? Let's see. Is there any spirits, guys, ancestors, angels, or fae that want to give Harper a message about the beef between Biggie from Batty Zeus Network and Big Lex? Is there any spirit guides, ancestors, angels, or fae that want to come and give Harper a message about what's going on between Biggie, Zeus Network, and Big Lex? Ooh. The King of Swords is out. So I feel like Biggie is trying to take more control over her situation, right? I feel like she wants to step up her gameplay, whatever that is for her. I feel like she's focusing more on her self discipline, her strategic moves moving forward. I feel that. I feel like she's been having some conversations and that sort of thing. I'm not sure how that's affecting her relationship with Lux, but that's what's coming through. There is a Page of Cups, so I feel like the emotions between Biggie and Lux are still not they're still not that good, right? Because the Page of Cups, I feel like I don't know if it's one of them being a little more mature or there's just jealousy or whatever's going on between that. I don't know. There is the Seven of Wands in the dark. So I feel like there's this energy of Biggie being tired of the competition. I feel like she feels like she's built herself up enough to be the king of swords here, right? That she really doesn't need to fight anyone off or whatever. I'm not sure. I don't really watch Biggie baddies or so I have no idea what's going on there. But I feel like she's focusing more on her self discipline, her more of her self worth, her self respect kind of thing, rather than getting involved with too much beef going on there. The Queen of Cups here, I feel like she does feel emotionally contented with herself of how the progress she's made and where she's moving forward in her career. So I don't know if I feel like the beef between Lux and Biggie will resolve itself somewhere because I feel like she's being more focused on herself. So I feel like they may just, agree to disagree, um, or decide to be friends or whatever's gonna be going on with there, but I feel like they will figure out the balance between the two. What else does Harper need to know? What else does Harper need to know about this? Ooh, the Three of Swords. I feel that. I've been feeling that for a while from the last few readings I've done about Biggie. Is that she's trying to distance herself from what she has going on. So, I don't know. I don't know. I feel like she still wants to be this person. I feel like she does. She wants to stand strong with being Biggie and what she's known for and that sort of thing without losing that. I feel like she's under pressure of some sorts to fix her heart kind of thing. And figure out what is going on with that. But that's what I got. Zanab. Follow up as a peer. Oh, sorry. Um, is it related to us or his marriage? Is the legal thing related to Zanab? Is the legal issues with Gerard between him and Zanab? The Seven of Pentacles in the dark, so I feel like it'll affect you, but maybe not directly at you. Is the legal issues about Gerard's marriage? Is the legal issues about Gerard's marriage? Is the legal issues about Gerard's marriage? The Eight of Pentacles and the Seven of Cups would indicate it's not about the marriage. I feel like it's not 100% about you either, but I feel like it's going to affect you somehow. So I don't know if it's just a matter of whatever he's going on. Okay, I understand. Sorry about that. Um, YouTube just puts them on. I don't know how to fix that. Um, for the Eight of Pentacles in the dark, the Eight of Pentacles in the dark is kind of like them um being neglecting something or being careless about something. So it could be easy of just, parking somewhere where he should have parked and getting a speeding ticket or a parking ticket, I mean. I don't know. I don't know if that's going to cause tension between the two of you or tension between him and his wife that maybe you will have to deal with as well. I'm not quite sure, The Hierophant. The Hierophant's in the dark now, so I feel like it may cause some sort of chaos at some point during this year. But like I said, the cards before said that the two of you will find love and connect at some point this year. That is what I got. But when? I don't know. I don't do timing, Janeb. I don't really do timing. It's just some point this year. Because that's what the question was that you asked, if it was at some point this year. So this was just the energies being picked up for the year. Yeah. Devin, past life reading. Yes. Thank you so much for your donation. Is there any spirit guides, ancestors, and or fae that want to come and give Devin a message? What does Devin need to know for her past life? How is the past life affecting Devin now? Is there any spirit guides, ancestors, and or fae? I'm gonna come and give Devin a message. Who was Devin in her past life that's affecting her now? Who was Devin in a past life that's affecting them now? Who is Devin in a past life that's affecting them now? Oh, you have the Page of Swords, the Six of Wands, the King of Pentacles, and the Eight of Cups. I feel like that is a very powerful energy for you because I feel like you had the power and resources of all four elements, right? You had the element of fire, air, water, and earth, and I feel like you absorbed all of those qualities in this past life that's coming through. Maybe. But for the Page of Swords, I feel like overall in your life, you were maybe a messenger of some sort or worked in communications, connected with other people in that sort of sense. You have the Six of Wands. So I feel like people really looked up to you, really praised you, really thought that you did great and during that lifetime. You have the King of Pentacles as well. So I feel like you took your business really seriously. You've led a good life with your home, your work, and the things that you did there. You have the Eight of Cups, so I feel like even though you had a good sense of what your life was like back then, I feel like you may have had to escape. So I don't know if you had to escape um before you became all of this or if it was after. But the lessons you've learned was um, you learned that knowledge is a tool, but discretion is what makes you valuable. So you may have been like a student learning things, but I feel like you're more of someone who was into communications of some sorts. One of the lessons you've learned is that popularity is fleeing. True victory is found in integrity and not applause. So I feel like you felt you didn't need big rewards or big gifts of appreciation to feel appreciated. You just knew the people around you cared enough about you. And I feel like that is a lesson they carried with you now, too, is that you can be your own cheerleader. You learned that real power is found in the stability and the ethnic use of influence. So yeah, I feel like you were a big influence too, right? With the Six of Wands here. I want to say Six of Pentacles too, because I feel like there was a good balance. I feel like you probably gave to charity and stuff like that. I feel like you were the master of whatever qualities you had back then. The lessons learned is that it takes great courage to leave what is familiar and search for what is meaningful. So that seems to be something that you did and you're learning about now. Yeah, I could feel that. You being reptilian. Yeah, I could feel that for you for sure. um, yeah, that is cool. You probably had many past lives. You know, I remember two of my past lives. Like they were like I don't know, like they're a dream. I remember them really clearly. I probably had more, but I remember two of them. That is cool. Yeah. Hi. Thank you so much for your donation. I appreciate you. Question. Okay, question. Will I get a raise in my job soon or in the future? And is my co-workers gossiping about me? For Avaya, right? Avaya? Hopefully I'm saying that right. Is there any spirit guides, ancestors, angels, or fae that want to come and give Avaya a message about will they get a raise in their job soon or in the future? Is there any spirit guides, ancestors, angels, or fae that want to give Avaya a message about them getting a raise anytime soon or in the future? Ooh. Will they be getting a raise anytime soon? You have the Hierophant in the light. So the Hierophant is all about traditional, like sticking to your schedule, sticking to what you traditionally do at your work, and following through with that. So I feel like there is a chance or a possibility of you getting a raise, but I feel like it's going to be more into the future than close to now. You have the Five of Swords in the dark. So I feel like whatever challenges you have been facing or you are facing now in your workplace, I feel you're going to overcome them and rise above from that. Because I just feel this sense of you coming up with some sort of compromise with your work, and that may help you along the way of rising up with a raise or promotion, whatever that is for you. But with the Hangman in the dark, you're going to be waiting a little bit longer, like kind of like just hanging around, doing what you do. Um, but I also feel like there's this energy of making some changes. But yeah, I feel like it's really important for you to be grounded in what it is that you do. Your name is Anthony? Okay, yeah, awesome. Nice to meet you, Anthony. I was trying to say that AVAV, but I wasn't sure how to pronounce it properly. I'm really bad at pronouncing names, and I always feel bad about it. Anthony, I'll remember that, Anthony. um, saying the names helps me connect with your energy. For the Six of Pentacles and the Light, I feel like there's going to be a give and take. That's why I really believe that you're going to be getting a raise, because that give and take with the money situation of you getting that raise, having that growth. But there is going to be some challenges to overcome. But I feel like if you just stick to what you know, is going to help you get that raise, because it is in the cards for you, right? May just take a little bit longer. Oh, there was another question with that, eh? About the coworkers. Sorry, I forgot the coworkers question. Moonbeam, you put the coworker question back up? Sorry about that. I missed the coworker thing. I just noticed that at the bottom of his message. Yeah, you put in the chat. This is for Anthony. For Anthony. And are my co-workers gossiping about Anthony? Is there any spirit guides, answers, names, or fae when I give Anthony a message? Is Anthony's co-workers gossiping about Anthony? Or the co-workers gossiping about Anthony? Thank you. This is a little bit too much, but here we go. You have the Two of Pentacles, so I feel like there's some co-workers that haven't quite figured you out, and I feel like the one day they have one opinion, the next day they have another opinion. So I feel like they may be talking about you. I don't know if it's really gossiping. I guess it is gossiping, right? The Nine of Pentacles is in the light here. And the Eight of Pentacles too. Yeah, so there is gossiping about you, but I think it's more about them trying to figure you out. They haven't quite decided their thoughts and opinions about you, but sometimes keeping them guessing is the best way to do it, right? So yeah, I feel like they are gossiping about you, trying to figure you out. I feel like they do see your growth though in the work that you've done. They do see that you're making progress, so that's a good thing. It's not all negative. That's what I got. For koala, Aquarius's sorry. The koala. No, I didn't do koala yet. You've changed it too fast. I was about to. I didn't finish reading the question. You can put it in the comments again, I guess. For koala, is there any spirit guides, ancestors, or fae that want to come and give koala a message? Hi, P. I thought Moonbeam was. I'm just gonna do koala and then I'll do you, P. I will do you in a minute, Muhammad. I'm just gonna do koala because Moonbeam made her miss her turn, and then I will come back and do yours. I just lost the card. The Temperance came out. Let's see. For koala, is there any spirit guides, ancestors, angels, or fae that want to give koala a message? What blessings are coming towards koala? Is there any spirit guides, ancestors, angels, or fae? What blessings are coming towards koala right now? Oh, the Six of Wands. There's a little bit of I don't feel like it's negative. I just feel like there's going to be some delays. That's not your day? Oh man. Yeah, I feel like there's going to be some delays coming your way. I know that's not really a blessing, but it could be a blessing, right? Sometimes the universe has a way of slowing us down so that it keeps us on the right path or changes our path. Either way, right? The universe has our back. I believe that. I always believe that everything happens for a reason. Things get canceled, things get postponed. It's because you weren't supposed to be there to begin with, right? For the Six of Wands in the dark, I feel this energy of you seeking some sort of validation. So I don't know if it's just being delayed or whatever this energy is, if you're not going to something or something getting canceled or ruined for whatever reason. I feel like you weren't like that energy's coming through. Like this is a blessing for you that things are being slowed down or discontinued or what's going on with that. Because I feel like there's this energy of um things getting saucy or sloppy or not really going the right direction. And I feel like the universe really cares about your image. It really cares about how people perceive you right now. So I feel like it's their way of protecting you. You have the magician in the dark. So I feel like there's some sort of talents you have, some sort of skills or talents or something that you have that you're not using or you haven't realized that you mastered yet. Um, Money, matter are stocked. Yeah, so I don't know what this is for you, but I feel like there's this energy of you coming into like some sort of realization that you have this skill or this mindset that's going to help you moving forward. The Page of Swords, I feel like you may get some misinformation, but this may shift your perspective in a different light. Not quite sure why all the cards are in the dark here, but I feel like it's kind of like focusing on what's going on in your life right now and not looking or thinking about planning too far into the future. Because I feel like your present energy, your mind, heart, and soul being present right now seems to be really important because you have the hangman. So it's kind of like hanging around and waiting to see what is next for you or what's your next path supposed to be. And I feel like that's going to help with your confidence, boosting that King of Wands energy of following your natural instincts and feeling more ambitious and being more strategic in your plannings and what's to come next. And I feel like having that realization will help you see better of the future, if that makes sense. So I feel like you're kind of like in a transformation phase right now that's trying to redirect you to a new path. But that's what I got. You're welcome, Koala. For Muhammad, sorry about making you wait like that. How does Sophia's feelings towards Muhammad now? What are Sophia's feelings towards Muhammad right now? What is Sophia's feelings towards Muhammad right now? You have the Queen of Swords. I feel like Sophia is feeling very. I don't feel like she's feeling anything, right? The Queen of Swords, she's more about thinking. She has good thoughts about you. I feel she thinks that you're very self-disciplined, you're very mature in your energy, you have good conversations together. But I feel like she doesn't have a lot of faith in the connection between the two of you. Because I feel like there's some worries, having the Tower in the Dark, she's kind of hesitant or protective of herself, like just kind of like being prepared for any sort of unexpected chaos coming between the two of you. Does Sophia have sexual thoughts towards Muhammad? Does Sophia have sexual thoughts towards Muhammad? Ooh, I feel like she does. Right? The Four of Pentacles. She's very possessive of her thoughts and feelings towards you. The Two of Wands, that hot, fiery, passionate, romantic energy, right? That drive. I feel like she does fantasize about you. It kind of like thinks about you or watches you from afar. But I feel like I feel like she's guarded about, she's scared to have her heart broken. So I feel like that's a fear that Sophia's having. What else does Muhammad need to know about Sophia? Yeah, she wants to be very clear-minded, right? I feel like she loves the idea of the two of you being king and queen of swords here. I really feel like she does. And I feel like things are changing for Sophia. There's a butterfly there, so that always tells me a sense of transformation. And I feel like that's going to things are gonna get better. Yeah. That is what I got. You're welcome. Love. General reading for love. Is there any spirit guides, ancestors, angels, or fae that want to come and give love a message? For the Two of Pentacles in the dark. I feel like if there's this energy of trying to balance it all, right? I feel the sense of feeling overwhelmed and stressed, and I don't know if it's worried about finances or what's going on with that. You have the Eight of Pentacles in the dark as well. So I feel like there's this energy of things feeling boring and repetitive and this lack of motivation that's coming through. But I do feel like you have choices. You know, the lover is always about making some life choices moving forward. I don't know if it's a matter of trying to align yourself with a career or trying to figure out what your values are based on your decisions moving forward. But I feel like it could also be like a falling out between you and someone in love. I'm not quite sure if that's that or if it's just a potential conflict coming up in the future. You have the Wheel of Fortune lights. A luck, timing, destiny is on your side. I feel like there's a lot of positivity coming your way. You know, just going with the flow with the cycles. I also feel the sense of something coming to a complete end and like a rebirth energy coming through where you're just going to rise above. And I feel like you're going to be letting go of the things that are no longer serving you anymore and pulling yourself together and figuring out what is next. Because I feel like there may be someone around you who's like draining your energy, but I feel like you're going to learn how to block that from you. Yeah, I can feel that. I feel like it's going to pick up pace. You know, the wheels are going to start turning in your favor, and I feel like you're going to find that motivation. But I feel like some things are also going to end, and then that may help with the you rising above. But that is what I got. It's that time of the year too, right? We're so anxious for spring to come. Hot sun. What's coming toward hot sun? Is there any spirit guides, ancestors, angels, or fae that want to come and give hot sun a message? Any spirit guides, ancestors, angels, or fae that want to come and give hot sun a message? What does hot sun need to know? What's coming toward hot sun in love? What's coming towards hot sun in love? Ooh, I feel like there's a hot fire trying to come towards you in love, one way or another. I don't know. You have the King of Pentacles in the dark, in the light. I don't know why I want to say in the dark. um, because the King of Pentacles in the dark is like a greedy lover. So I feel like this person is gonna be like very possessive of you, like in a good way, like just want to give you all the attention they can give you. So I feel like this is a new energy coming towards you. Right? I don't know. The King of Pentacles, I just feel this energy of someone being very kind and secure in their energy, like very mature, very, settled on who they are and that sort of thing. For the King of Pentacles in the dark, the Knight of Pentacles in the dark, sorry, I feel like there's this energy of them. They spend a lot of time working, and I feel like they're very set in their ways. So I feel like this person may be a bit older than you, because I feel like they're mature and they're set in their ways, even though they have a lot of love to give. The Seven of Wands is in the dark, so I feel like they've learned their boundaries. They know where they stand. They've learned a lot of things. They've been through a lot of things. And I feel like they've learned that they don't have to be so protective all the time. There's a Two of Wands. So I feel like they're trying to determine which path to move towards. And I feel like you're at that verge of being at a path in your life too, is feeling out what path that you want to be on moving forward. Because you have the Tower in the dark. So it's kind of like the two of you preparing for what's next. You may not realize it, but I feel like both of your energies are like preparing yourselves to like meet each other. So I feel like I don't know if this is like a soul connection from the universe. What is this love energy for Hot Sun? What is this love energy between Hot Sun and this King of Pentacles? So what is the love energy here? Twin flame. I was wondering if it was a soul type of energy. A twin flame. I don't know if you might. I feel like you haven't met your twin flame yet, eh? Trust the magnetic pull of your twin flame. It will guide you towards them. Mostly twin flames are not positive, but sometimes they really are. Closure. Not all connections are meant to be except closure. So I don't know if you're going to be gaining some closure with some other past relationships you've had. But I feel like with this twin flame, you may, make some time to be with each other, um, and figure things out there. That is what I got. Seems like Valentine's is going to be your love month, Hot Sun. Philia, what are Eric's next? What will Eric text? I want to say text next. Will Eric text, call, and see Philia? Let's see. Is there any spirit guides, ancestors, angels, or fae that want to come and give Philia a message? Will Eric text, call, or see Philia soon? You have the Ace of Wands. So yes, I feel like there's going to be a spark of passion between you and Eric. So yeah, I feel like he is going to take action with calling or texting or visiting you, whatever that is. Maybe a little bit unplanned, untraditional for him or outside of what you would expect from Eric. It may surprise you in that kind of sense. You have the Five of Pentacles. So I feel like it's just a matter of them figuring out the finances of them seeing you or what's going on with that. There is a little bit of competition going on. Not quite sure what that is for the two of you. Maybe it's just a matter of them figuring out when's the best timing to do this and when. What does Philia need to know about this energy? Ace of Swords. Yeah, there's a beginning of something, right? A spark of fire there. Ace of Swords, a good sense of communication, being on the same page. So I feel like there's definitely going to be some sort of call or text, but I feel like they're also trying to plan how to come and see you or visit you. That is what I got. Firebird. Energy between Scorpio and Miss W. What's the energy for Firebird between the Scorpio and Miss W? They met last week and what they got up to away from the team. Let's see. For Firebird. What's the energy between the Scorpio and Miss W? This is what came out. They were up to no good, it seems. How's the Scorpio felt about her? How does the Scorpio felt about Miss W? How does the Scorpio feel about Miss W? Oh man, for the Hermit here in the light, I feel like, yeah, I feel like they met next week for sure, right? To have some alone time, it seems. I don't know. But there's a devil in the light too, so I feel like there were some romantic sparks of something going on there. The Four of Swords, I mean, it's hard not to notice the bad in this situation right beside the devil energy, right? So I feel like they had some discussions about things. They took their time to be quiet with each other, it seems. How they feel, how does Scorpio feel about Miss W though? The Page of Cups. I feel like he has mixed feelings about Miss W. I feel like he does have a weakness when it comes to Miss W. He doesn't have a lot of strength with that, and she probably tickles his ego a little bit, and gets him going. So there's that. I feel like even though the Scorpio doesn't have a lot of strong feelings or good relationship with Miss W, he seems to have a weakness of fighting her off, kind of thing. He just kind of like gives in to what she wants for some reason. That is what I got. Love, single for twin souls. Is there any spirit guides, ancestors, or fae that wants to come and give twin soul a message? Is there any spirit guides, ancestors, or fae that want to come and give twin soul a message? Is there any spirit guides, ancestors, or fae that want to come and give twin soul a message? Ooh, the Eight of Swords. I feel like there's love coming your way, right? With the Eight of Swords, I feel the sense of you feeling trapped. It could be a good way, right? I'm not sure what kind of, things you enjoy, but it comes right beside the lovers, so. Love, romance, passion seems to be what's coming through here for sure. I don't know if it's a one night stand or what's going on there. But for the Four of Wands in the dark, I feel like there's this energy of um Four of Wands, I just feel like there's this energy of them over promising though. So I'm not quite sure if that's a deal breaker or not, because I feel like they're very ambitious, but they may like promise more than what they can serve. So I don't know if they're a little bit of a Sagittarius, because that's sort of a Sagittarius energy of promising more than what they can actually do. The Judgment is in the light as well. So I feel like it's a matter of taking this person with your best judgment. The Ten of Cups is in the dark. So I feel like, yeah, I feel like there could be a lot of hot, fiery, fast romantic love energy coming through here. Um, but yeah, that's what I got. And this is just gonna have a check-in. What is the love energy here? What is the true love energy for Twin Soul? Celebrate. It says today, celebrate the love you share with the ones who matter most to you right now. So maybe it's a matter of connecting with the people you love already that will boost this energy a little bit faster. You are attracting the right person to your life right now. So this is a person that you're attracting. The two of you haven't really connected yet, so it's a brand new person coming your way. So I feel like you are attracting someone who has a lot of hot, fiery, romantic, sexual energy, it seems. But that is what I got. Faiza, hello. Theme reading. Yes, theme reading for Faiza. Is there any for some reason I don't want to say what I want to say. Is there any spirit guides, ancestors, angels, or fae that want to come and give Faiza a message? What does Faiza need to know about her past life in general affecting Faiza right now? You've had lives with my galactic Galactic Twin Soul. Oh, that is so cool. Now let's see, is there any spirit guides, ancestors, angels, or fae that want to come and give Phasa a message? What does Phasa need to know right now with her past life? Oh, for the past life that's coming through right now, I feel the energy with the Seven of Wands here. That fiery energy is really strong, right? Yeah, you have all four elements here. You have fire, water, air, and I want to say earth. I guess you don't have earth. You only have the four. Okay, so I was feeling the fiery energy was a little stronger. So I was right on that one. I feel like you led a life, or this past life had a lot of fulfillment, but also a lot of ups and downs. Because I feel like the sense of home and family was really important to you in this life. But I feel like you had sparks of opportunities to travel or to experience things that maybe you were a little unsure of or hesitant of, but it also gave you some good opportunities. You have the Seven of Wands here, so I also feel like it was during a time where you had to be extra cautious or extra guarded for whatever reason during this lifetime. With the Seven of Swords, too, I feel this energy of you needing to hide or sneak around or be more extra resourceful than you would have liked to been. But what lessons you would have learned then? The lessons you learned was the ultimate success is you found the peace and your alignment, and you found your peace within the home and the heart of your life, and how to carry that on moving forward. You have the Seven of Wands here, so I feel like you've learned your inner convention is your strongest shield against external pressures. So I feel that sort of thing is coming through strong too. Like you learned how to defend yourself, you learned how to stand your ground, but you also learned how to stand alone when needed. For the Ace of Wands, your lessons learned was to take initiative. And taking initiative and being that sort of person, you learned that your gift was when you have when a spark sparks you, you take it, right? You must act without hesitation when a good opportunity comes your way. You also have the Seven of Swords here, so what lesson this is that you learned from this was deception is a lonely path. True freedom comes with living an authentic life. So you may have had to lie your way out of things, maybe could have been lying out of survival or stealing out of survival, but you'll learn some things from that as well. But that is what I got. Tiger. Not a past life reading. For Tiger, is there any spirit guides, ancestors, angels, or fae that want to come and give Nolan a message? Not Nolan, sorry. Tiger, a message about Nolan. What does Nolan think of Tiger? What does Nolan think about Tiger? Is there any spirit guides, ancestors, angels, or fae? What does Nolan think of Tiger? For some reason, there's a lot of cards I want to come out there. For the Page of Cups, I don't know if it's just a matter of them not feeling like they've had a good conversation with you yet, or what's going on with that. For the Page of Cups in the dark, I feel like sometimes they could be a little bit forgetful. They may have some mixed feelings because there wasn't a lot of communication between the two of you. I'm not quite sure what that is about. There is a strength card, so I feel like when it comes to Nolan's thoughts about you, he does have a little bit of a weakness. So I don't know if there's an attraction with a weakness here or what's going on with that. There is a Three of Pentacles in the dark, so I feel like they also feel like they're not quite sure what they're feeling when it comes towards you, because I feel like they don't know how well the two of you would work out together, or um if it'd be too much work for them to connect with you in that sort of sense, to start something with you because of the Ace of Pentacles. But overall, there is the Knight of Wands, so they do seem to have some sort of feelings or romantic connection between the two of you, or romantic fantasies of some sorts. But I feel like they're hesitant about making the changes they would need to make this happen. Definitely attraction. Yeah, I can feel that. The hot, fiery, passionate one. And usually the weakness is a weakness because of the attraction. The Four of Swords is in the light. So I feel like they spend a lot of time thinking about you, maybe overthinking a little bit. And I feel like you distract them from their work because they get an idea about you, and yeah, I feel like they do too. It's like there's a lack of communication. It seems to be the strongest energy between the two of you. You need more communication. Yeah. Mail. I feel Amar is avoiding me so bad. Why? His true feelings and messages from his mind. Let's see for Nail. Is there any spirit guides, ancestors, aliens, or fae, or the universe? Why is Amar avoiding Nail? Why is Amar avoiding Nail? Is there any spirit guides, ancestors, aliens, or fae? Why is Amar avoiding Nail right now? Why are they avoiding her so badly? What are Amar's true feelings? What are Amar's true feelings? What messages can we get from his mind? The Eight of Pentacles is in the dark. I feel like there's this energy that like Amar is like rushing to get something done, or is rushing to work on something, and I just feel this energy of fast pace. Like they're worried that they need to get something done or finished, or not quite sure what's going on with that. The Five of Pentacles is in the light too. So I feel like they're having a hard time. So I don't know if there's been some work issues or some things like that that has their attention. And I feel like that's causing them to have some negative thoughts or um negative feelings for whatever reason, because I feel like, yeah, there's some sort of work issues. I don't know if it's about their finances or their work, or I'm not quite sure what they have going on, but it seems like they feel like they're on a timeline because I feel like they're trying to rush to beat it. um so I feel like that may be why they're avoiding you. Not really avoiding you, but like trying to stay focused on whatever this is. um for the Eight of Cups, the feelings that are on their mind. I feel like the feelings that are on their mind with the Eight of Cups is them trying to figure out themselves. Like I feel like they're going through a phase of trying to discover who they really are. I feel like they've been spending a lot of time soul searching and trying to pursue new things, but at the same time being trapped in whatever this negative energy is. So I feel that's a little bit of a struggle about them truly connecting with their true feelings towards you with this going on in their background. There is a King of Wands. King of Wands, though, is a hot, fiery, passionate, romantic energy, right? The King of Wands is that charmer, with big ambitions, big motives. Um, yeah, I feel this energy of them wanting that sense of control, but also feeling like they're at the verge of a burnout. So I feel like whatever's going on is kind of like blocking their true feelings to come through for me right now. You have the Ten of Swords, like they feel like they've hit rock bottom and they're trying to climb up, but it's been difficult. What other energies? What else do we get for male about Amar's true feelings and thoughts of what's going on with Amar right now? These want to come through. Ooh, the keys. So I feel like they have many options and decisions to make, and they know that they may be stringing you along. I feel like they don't mean that though. The faith, like I feel like they have faith and they're coming. They're trying to come towards you. I feel like there's some hesitation there, seduction. They definitely have an attraction towards you. I feel like they do want to date with you. There may be a possibility of a third party influence as well, though. I'm not quite sure what's going on with that, but that is what I got. Jenna, what is the energy surrounding my connection with Zach? And will it lead to us going to New York City together for Valentine's weekend? I'm a Virgo and he's a Gemini. Let's see. Is there any spirit guides, ancestors, angels, or fae? What's going on with Jenna and her energy connecting with Zach? What is the energy around Jenna and Zach? What is the energy around Jenna and Zach? Let's see. Is there any good spirit guides, ancestors, angels, or fae? What is Jenna's energy towards Zach? The Two of Swords. What is the energy around Zach? What is the energy around Zach towards Jenna? Ooh, that's a positive energy. That's surprising coming from a Virgo. What is the energy between Zach and Jenna? What is the energy between Zach and Jenna? Interesting. So we'll see what this says before I move on. For your energy, I feel like the Two of Swords is representing your duality, right? You're Virgo for maybe it's his duality that you're trying to figure out, right? Because Geminis have that two energy. But yeah, I kind of got those mixed up, right? I thought you were the Virgo and he was a Gemini, but it's the other way around. Okay, so this is for your energy. So yeah, I feel like you may be feeling a little bit of his duality energy. Yeah, it's kind of like being stuck between the two things. Oh man, okay, yeah, that makes sense too. Being stubborn and protective of what they have going on. Yeah, so I feel like there's this torn energy, like having two different mindsets going on at the same time. But I feel like that is affecting your energy because this was for your energy towards them. So I feel like you're really feeling that stuck between the two, feeling like you're in the middle of their two energies. And then for his energy, he feels like you are very positive, you're very fun, you're very intuitive, and that sort of thing. It drives you nuts. Yeah, it definitely would. It would. Yeah, Virgos and a Gemini are not really the best energies, right? Together. It can work though. It can. It's just it's not going to be easy, right? Virgos are they're always worried about something. They're always anticipating the worst out of all situations. They're always calculating all their moves. Um They just do it without realizing. But the energy between the two of you is developing. Like there's still things that you're working on together to get to know each other, to connect each other. You know, there may be some conflicts between scheduling and more of the materialistic sides of things. Maybe it's the planning with the finances or like the work scheduling. Could be the Five Pentacles in the dark here, and like trying to make that plans to move forward is a blockage as well. So will this energy lead to Jenna and Zach going to New York City together for Valentine's Day? Will this lead to Zach and Jenna going to New York City on Valentine's Day? Well, these sorts of yes, but you know, it all depends on what's going on. You know, it's still up in the air kind of thing. Queen of Pentacles, I feel like you're determined to make it happen, right? The Queen of Pentacles, that Virgo energy coming through really strongly. Let's see. Hi, Bernard. Nice to see you. Yeah, justice. I feel like things are gonna play out fairly. I feel like if you don't get to go to New York City, you're gonna figure out something to do that weekend. But I feel like it's a strong possibility that you're gonna make it happen because I feel like you're determined enough to. Yeah. Right? Yeah, yeah. Geminis are very spontaneous. They don't like boring. Like they don't like to be bored. They like yeah, it's hard. Yeah. You'll figure it out though. If you go on zodiacscience.com, she's really good at explaining all the different zodiac signs. She tells you what it's like to date a male Gemini and all that sort of fun stuff. She's a good one to read if you want any tips on that. Bernard, a general reading for Valentine's Day. Ooh, for Bernard, there's love in the house for Bernard. Is there any spirit guides, ancestors, angels, or fae that wants to come and give Bernard a message? Is there any spirit guides, ancestors, angels, or fae that want to come and give Bernard a message? Any spirit guides, ancestors, angels, or fae that want to give Bernard a message? There we go. Got your reading. Got your energy as if they got your reading. I do, but for Bernard. Valentine's Day. Should I get my Virgo what's up for Valentine's Day? Ooh, Virgo energy. I can feel that for you, Bernard, right? And the High Priestess is in the light. So I feel like whatever you want to get for your Virgo for Valentine's Day, truly trust your instincts. You know, whatever your first thought is, whatever the first thing you see is that looks good for you, get that because you have that High Priestess energy. So trust your instincts and what you feel like your Virgo would like for Valentine's Day because you're the Emperor and you know it's not your day, it's their day kind of thing, right? That just happens when you're the male, right? You gotta treat her well. So the Two of Pentacles, I feel like don't be stuck being indecisive. Just choose what you feel is best for you to do, and I feel like she will love it, right? Usually Virgos like gifts that are very practical rather than traditional, you know, depending what it is though. You know, if your Virgo likes chocolates, then definitely, right? But they do seem to like more of a practical type of gifts in general. You know, every Virgo is different though. But that is what I got for that, Bernard. I feel like your Valentine's Day is gonna go well. You know, there may be some ups and downs, but I feel like it's more about you juggling your time management with what you want to do moving forward. The Knight of Cups is in the dark. So you may have to step up that romantic side of you a little bit more though. But that's what I got. Anthony, thank you so much for your donation again. I appreciate you. Well, will Anthony be in a romantic and intimate relationship soon or in the future? Let's see. Is there any spirit guides, ancestors, or fae that want to come and give Anthony a message? Will Anthony be in a romantic, intimate relationship soon or in the future? This one wanted to come out, so I would say yes. I wasn't expecting that to come out that quickly. Is there any spirit guides, ancestors, names, or fae that want to come and give Anthony a message? Will Anthony be in a romantic or intimate relationship soon or in the near future? I feel like there's a strong possibility, but I feel like it's going to take more work on your end to make the cycles go in your favor, kind of thing. But it is, right? The luck, timing, destiny is on your side. You have the Wheel of Fortune in the light, you have the Lovers in the light. So I feel this love, romance, intimacy, going with the flow with the cycles and that sort of fun stuff. Um, I can feel that for you. I don't know if you're a Taurus like me because I'm a Taurus. Some Tauruses, sometimes we don't. I know Tauruses are different, but I'm one of those Tauruses where I have no idea if someone's flirting with me. I just don't really pick up on that sort of thing. So I feel like with these cards in the dark is like making sure that you are open and picking up on the cues because they may be very, very subtle. They may not be, you know, big and out there. I want to say big and outwardly. I don't know if I'm saying that right, but for the world in the dark, I just feel like um there's going to be some sort of empty fulfillment though to be aware of. So I'm not quite sure what that is about. So I feel like it's kind of like guarding your heart a little bit so you're not overthinking it or overreading it either. It's kind of like trying to find that middle ground. Because you have the Four of Pentacles in the dark. So I feel this energy of letting go a little bit, but still being guarded. But I feel like you're gonna have a sense of relief. Like there's not gonna be any stresses or worries or second guessing yourself when this love comes in. What exactly is this love energy coming towards Anthony? What exactly is this love energy coming towards Anthony? Relax. Yeah. That's what the Eight of Swords and the Four of Pentacles like. Relax, breathe. You got this. You don't need to be so nervous. It says, find the joy in the simple pleasures of just being together. So get to know each other. You don't have to jump into intimacy right away if this is a new connection. Take time to get to know each other. And be slow like a Taurus. I know Tauruses can be very sensual and touchy-feely, but you know, you're on the right path. Love is going to come when it's ready. I feel that for you. I feel like it's going to come sooner than later. So I'm not quite sure how soon, but it's definitely going to be sooner than later. I feel that romantic side of you coming out. That is what I got. Movie says I'm telling the truth. Oh my goodness. Culture! Theme reading. Past life or theme reading for culture. Is there any spirit guides, ancestors, angels, or fae that want to come and give culture a message? What does culture need to know about our past life that's affecting culture right now? Oh boy, you were busy in your past life culture. You have the Eight of Cups, you have the Temperance, you have the Six of Swords. I feel like in your past life you may have been someone that like had to escape your country or had to escape some sort of situation to be in a better position or be in a better place or be more somewhere else that was more had more sense of security and stability for you. With the temperance here, I feel like you also had um connections. Like I feel like you had some spiritual connections. Maybe you were very clairvoyant or very spiritual, like a healer of some sorts as well. You have the Eight of Cups. So I feel like even though you may have felt trapped, I feel like you may have had to move many times. Maybe you were a traveler or a gypsy of some sort. I could feel that, right? I could feel like you were a gypsy. Someone who's had to move many times, being very spiritual, very connected to the spiritual realms and the nature and all that sort of stuff. You have the devil as well, though. So I feel like even though you were very much free spirited, I feel like you had a lot of challenges with that, with the negativity and maybe hate from other people or judgment from other people. So the lessons you learned were um yeah, like this one even says that you had a life as a chemist or a healer or a mediator. I feel like it's more of a gypsy because I feel like between the Six of Swords and the Eight of Cups, you had to like move multiple times, not bringing a lot of stuff with you. Yeah. So if one of your lessons was finding the middle way, bringing spirituality and healing and that sort of thing to your people or to the loved ones around you. Um, this one for the lessons you learned, it says it takes great courage to leave what is familiar and to search what is meaningful for you. So that was a challenge for you for sure. And just gonna read this one before the devil too. And you also learned that you cannot change the past, but you can move towards peace with quiet dignity. So I feel like that was a strong energy for you. For the devil, I feel like you learned that freedom is a choice. The chains that bind you are usually unbottled. So, yeah, I feel this energy that, even though you had a lot of challenges, you didn't allow anything to change your free spirited energy. Um, you did what you had to do, and I feel like you have that survival mindset now in this life, and that's probably what's keeping you going now as well. I forgot. Thank you, Anthony, for your donation. I appreciate you. Thank you. YouTube can be weird like that. I don't know why. Tammy! How will Tammy's meeting go with RE tomorrow? Let's see. Is there any spirit guides, ancestors, angels, or fae that want to come and give Tammy a message? How will Tammy's meeting with RE go tomorrow? How will Tammy's meeting with RE, sorry, yeah, RE, go tomorrow? From, I don't know what I want to say from the magician. I don't know if there's some magician somewhere trying to give you a message, but with the magician, I feel like there's this energy of you have all the skills, all the tools, all the power in you to have a very successful meeting tomorrow with RE. I do feel that really strongly. You have the King of Swords, so I feel like whoever you're meeting tomorrow is going to be very respectful, very professional in their energy. They'll be very structured in their communication and that sort of thing. You have the Pentacles and the Light, so I feel the sense of you being strong with your independence, be um like don't have any worries or stresses or fiddling or anything. Because I feel like you have a strong energy. You're going to be going into this meeting with a strong energy and a strong presence. So I feel like your energy is going to match up with who you're meeting with the King of Swords energy here. Because I just feel this sense of not just independence, but being able to get things done that you want done, or whatever the meeting is about. The star, definitely blessings from the universe coming through for sure. Just have faith that things are going to go well, and they will. It's a matter of trusting your intuition. What else does team need to know about this meeting? The Ace of Swords. You know, there may be some confusion, so a matter of asking questions to clarify if that is what's needed. Six of Swords. Yeah, you may not be like getting the results right away that you're looking for from this meeting. I don't know if this meeting is going to lead to a second meeting or what's going on with that, but you may leave with some unfinished business going on there. But that is what I got. Hi, Dwayne. How are you? Hi, Grace. Welcome. Let's see for Violetta. Is there any spirit guides, answer this answer? Fae, that want to come and give Violetta a message. Will Violetta travel around the world with her forever person? Will Violetta travel around the world with her forever person? The Two of Wands is yes, and it's about looking forward to the future. What's his work type field? What is this what is Violetta's forever's work type of field? Who is this person that Violetta will be traveling with? Someone who travels light. So I feel like this person isn't able to carry a lot of stuff with them when they're traveling. What else does Violetta need to know about this person? The King of Pentacles. Will this person love Violetta in the way that she dreams? Is there any spirit guides, answer the name of faith? Will this person love Violetta the way that she dreams? For the energy about you traveling the world with your forever person is a yes. And the Two of Wands is like really consider your options with this person. So I feel like even though this could be your forever person to travel with, consider if that is the life that you want to live. I feel like, you know, when you meet this person, you may be faced with those two options. But I feel like this person may help you to feel more determined, more confident in yourself, and more confident in your choices moving forward. I'm not quite sure exactly what their field is, but I think whatever their work is, they travel very light. They don't bring a lot of stuff with them, and they don't really make themselves feel like at home anywhere. They're kind of just a traveler in general. I feel like this person could be someone like the King of Pentacles. So I don't know if this person is a Virgo or a Capricorn or even a Taurus, or maybe just have some of those earth elements in their chart somewhere. I feel like this person is very ambitious, very sensual in their energy, very romantic, but also very connected to earth and nature and grounding themselves. So I feel like this person may be like, you know, an adventurer, someone who can survive anywhere, you know, like rather sleep in a tent than a motel kind of thing. There is the Two of Pentacles in the light. So I feel like there's going to be choices and decisions to make regarding if this is really the life you want to live, even though they could potentially be your forever person. And I feel like the way they live and your views of what your dream is may be different. So I feel like they could love you, but maybe not exactly the way you're dreaming of. What exactly is this person's love energy for Violetta? What exactly is this person's love energy towards Violetta? Says relax, find joy in the simple pleasures of just being together. So I feel like that is a good possibility. It does kind of definitely explain the energy that's trying to come through here. Love's greatest gift is the ability to truly understand one another. So I feel like that'll be a strong energy between the two of you as well. And then illusions. Be aware of love's illusions. See clearly. Making sure that this is the right path that you really want to be on. That is what I got. So, hello. What Am's current feelings and thoughts about So? Is there any spirit guides, ancestors, and your fae that want to come and give So a message? What current feelings and thoughts about So? How does M feel about So? What are M's current feelings and thoughts about So? Any spirit guides, ancestors, and your fae that want to come and give So a message? For M's current feelings and thoughts about you, I feel like M does feel some sort of magic or chemistry between the two of you, like there's some sort of connection, but I feel like M hasn't quite figured out what exactly that thought or feeling is right now. I feel like they keep going back and forth on what their thoughts and their feelings are, so I feel like they have a little bit of mixed feelings, not quite sure one way or the other. There's a Five of Cups and a Light too. So I feel like M may still be grieving a past lover or a past situation that they haven't quite healed from. So I feel like that may affecting their current feelings and thoughts about you right now. If they're trying to think and feel for you, but also having past thoughts about someone else or whatever happened in their past. The world is in the dark, so I feel like whatever cycle is going on between the two of you is not done. It's just a matter of the two of you figuring out where you fit in each other's lives. The Eight of Cups is in the dark, so I feel like you're kind of like at a pause. Like no one's escaping the situation between the two of you. You're just kind of like sticking it out and seeing where it goes. So that's not really a bad energy of learning more about each other and each other's feelings and each other's thoughts and how things are going to progress moving forward. Let's see, what else does So need to know about M's current feelings and thoughts? Yeah, I feel like M would like to take action towards you, but they're hesitating. They're not quite sure if their beliefs and views really align with yours or not. They're not quite sure. But I feel like overall, spiritually, they do feel a spiritual connection with you. It's just a matter of them trying to figure out what's the best moves moving forward. Um, that's what I got. Hi, Will. Welcome. Alice. General reading for Alice. Is there any spirit guides, ancestors, or fae that want to come and give Alice a message? Is there any spirit guides, ancestors, or fae that want to come and give Alice a message? What does Alice need to know right now? You have the Four of Wands and a light. I can feel that for you. The Four of Wands and a light. I feel like there's this energy of having some sort of celebration, right? I feel the sense of home and love and belonging kind of energy coming through. Not quite sure what's going on with that. There is a Three of Swords in the dark, so I feel like there's been a lot of healing going on, a lot of resolving issues or figuring things out and having some sort of sense of clarity that's making you feel better about yourself or your situation or whatever's going on with that. You have the Queen of Wands. I want to say the Queen of Wands because I feel like this hot, sexy, vibrant energy trying to come through for you. But it's the Queen of Cups. So I feel the sense of you learning or trusting your inner voice, your inner instincts a little bit more or a little bit stronger moving forward. There is a King of Wands. So I don't know if you're going to be reconnecting with someone in love or what's going on with that. You have the King of Pentacles and Light too. So there may be two potential lovers coming back into your energy. I don't know if these are new or in the past. Let's see. Is the King of Wands someone that Alice already knows? Is the King of Wands somebody that Alice already knows? The Page of Swords is a no. Is the King of Wands someone new coming into Alice's energy? Six of Cups is yes. Is the Knight of Pentacles someone that Alice knows? Yes. So someone from your past is coming towards you. I feel like they feel more stable, more grounded in their energy. I feel like they're more mature. I feel like this person is like settled in their ways, like has a job, has their stuff together, and I feel like they're kind of like trying to see things clearly. They may not be in the most positive headspace right now, but they seem to be coming towards you. So I don't know if they're going to come and help with this hard energy with making amends with you, but there's also a new person coming into your love life. I feel like this person also brings some sort of nostalgia towards you. I don't know if it's someone from a past life that you're going to be reconnecting with, because I feel like there's a lot of love coming from this energy. But that is what I got. You should check it. We'll see if it's Rahul. Is the is the Knight of Pentacles Rahul? Is the Knight of Pentacles Rahul for Alice? Ace of Cups is yeah, so I have no idea what's up with that. That is what I got though. Leonie, hello. Jet Rebel, a Dutch musician, got some news this Friday. So my question is, what will it be? A tour, a new album, or one new song? Let's see. For Leonie, is there any spirit guides, ancestors, or fae that want to come and give Leonie a message? Is there any spirit guides, ancestors, or fae that want to come and give Leonie a message? Will the Jet Rebel, a Dutch musician who's getting news on Friday, will it be a tour? Will it be a tour? The Ace of Swords is yes. Will it be a new album? Will Jet the Rebel, a Dutch musician, make a new album? The Five of Wands is no. Will there be one new song? Will Jet the Rebel have one new song? The Ace of Pentacles is yes. So it seems like there's a possibility of the news being some sort of tour and some sort of new song that's coming through. The album itself seems to be a no. What does Leonie need to know about this energy, about the good news that's coming for Jet Rebel? What's the good news that's coming on Friday? I feel like it is good news, but it's not like something that's guaranteed because I feel like there's options that Jet will need to consider. So it all depends what the decision that they make is. You know, I feel like they may be a little bit blindsided by this new news. I don't know. Because I feel like they have to have all the information, but they may not have enough ideas for the new song. I don't know. Because the judgment's in the dark too, so there's a bit of fear of judgment of creating something new that hasn't already been done. Seems to be an energy that's coming through too, because I just feel this energy like it's already been done. There's nothing else I can do kind of energy trying to come through. So I feel like it all depends what he decides. I feel like he'll take time to self-reflect on that. That's what I got. Hi, Robin. What is in store for the future between my crush who works a car wash? I plan on giving him a card with my phone number written inside. You're welcome so much for being here, Robin. Let's see for Robin. Spirit has spoken to you. Page of Cups. They're gonna. Page of Cups is like, yes, Robin. Tell them how you feel. Let's see. Is there any spirit guides, ancestors, angels, or fae that want to come and give Robin a message? What's in store for Robin's future between her and her crush who works at the car wash? I always feel like when the cards are in the dark, it means that the energy hasn't quite settled yet, or it's a little bit slow, or still in the works. It's nothing that has been settled or completely decided yet, right? So any cards that are in the dark, they can turn around into the light. For the Nine of Pentacles, I feel like it is a matter of you finding your inner strength within yourself, ground yourself, and do what you gotta do. I feel like someone wanted this Page of Cups to come out. So the Page of Cups does represent you confessing your feelings and thoughts towards your crush, right? Just kind of like opening that door of communication about what your feelings are and what your genuine feelings are. Um, but also see for it making it work in your favor the way you want, is to have some confidence, not to doubt yourself, that sort of thing. Maybe not to be so stressed about it either. You have the Six of Cups, so I feel like the car wash, like I don't know how you plan on giving him a car with your phone number. Yeah, I feel like that nostalgia energy, they will really appreciate. The Ace of Wands, I feel like it could be a spark of a new beginning. Like these are just in the dark because that air hasn't settled yet, right? The moon is in the dark too. So trust your instincts when you feel like it's a good time. Trust that you have this, right? That you can get this done. I feel like all these cards can easily turn itself back into the light so that you're expressing your feelings. Um, your crush will figure out the truth that you have a crush on them. The Ace of Wands having that spark of fire and romance and passion, bringing out that nostalgia energy and boosting your independence even more. But that's what I got. Thank you everyone for being here. I appreciate you all so much. I'll be back tomorrow for more readings. I hope you all have a great night. If I don't see you tomorrow, I hope you have a great weekend. Not sure what kind of readings I'm doing tomorrow, but Sunday will be full moon reading, so that'll be fun. I hope you all have a great night. And yeah, I'll be on tomorrow. I'm live every Sunday, Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday from I want to say 7. It's 6:30 to 8:30 p.m. Eastern time. But yeah, hope you all have a great night, and I'll see you all in the next one. Bye, everyone. Thank you.